Bo Dietl, who is a private investigator, Fox News contributor. Nice to have you on Good Day New York. Why haven't they found these guys yet in Philadelphia?
Well, I think
you could see basically who they are.
Honestly, I think they're really going to be arrested very, very soon. One of them actually went on YouTube and was bragging about what occurred, and I think they're on to it very much so. If you see in the video right there, the guy's on the ground, they're kicking him in the head, they're punching him in the face and all that. I mean, it probably was just cheering for your team just because you're wearing the Rangers colors. I mean, these kids, they have a couple of drinks, and all of a sudden, I call it the alcohol manhood. And what happens is then they get real tough, and then they start a fight over nonsense where you like a team, you don't like a team. Such an unnecessary thing.
Why are people breaking this up is what I want to know.
Yeah, you have people, that's what I saw. There was a couple, they're afraid to get involved.
Yeah. Breaking up a fight, you can find yourself in the fight
Absolutely.
real quick. You call the cops. We don't know when the cops were actually notified, but, think about it. Hockey is a sport. Look, I, quite frankly, enjoy a good hockey fight on the ice, but I think the time has come for that to be reevaluated. The New York Times done a serious story about all these guys suffering from concussions. So you have a sport where fighting takes place during the sport, basically sanctioned by the NHL, and something like this happens. It's not that kind of inconceivable. It
kind of promotes it because I myself, yourself, they hire guys to skate just because they're toughness, who can knock guys out with one punch. Guys are missing. Every hockey player has no teeth. I mean, if you look, they're all false teeth because they got them knocked out. And all of a sudden, these fans now put themselves in there and they think they're tough and everybody's tough. A little alcohol and everybody becomes the champions. It's horrible because this young man, former Marine, a cop, and his whole, he may have brain damage. I mean, when you're on the ground and you're getting kicked in the head, punched in your orbits are broken, all that, it's terrible.
Let's talk a little bit about Officer Fagosky. He was killed in the line of duty. A fund was set up to support his family, particularly his daughters. And I think the support for it has been incredible. And you've been a large part of that, Bo.
I'm very, very proud. I retired at a 7-5 precinct. I was a detective there after the Palm Sunday Massacre in 1985. And that was my old command. When I heard about this horrific thing that happened, terrible thing that happened, I sent an email out to friends. Just blasted an email, said, I retired from there. I have an affinity. Is that a word?
That's not the first time you've used words here. That
affinity.
In other words, I have a feeling for it. Is that the word?
An affinity. That's good.
Okay, I'm just trying here, because I don't have those big words down.
You should say affinitatious.
That's good.
That's more your style.
So I sent it out all of a sudden. Andre Agassi, Dick Wolf, Imus in the Morning steps up, $25,000 he set off on the show when we were on the show. Bing, Jack Welch, everybody all gathered around. I got checks of over $200,000. And I'm going to tell you something. God bless those four, but the father's not back, but it just shows you the feeling of New York City.
I know. There are a lot of people out there, Bo, that need your help. Maybe you can go from one family to another, raise funds to help people out there, because these are tough times.
Well, look at this poor guy on Long Island there. I mean, look, he got shot there trying to take action there. The ATF officers, certainly we should think about raising money for. He's got 2 children also.
There's another case we want to talk about, the firefighters who were seriously injured in that Brooklyn fire on December 19th. Let's put their pictures on the board, please. Firefighter Robert Weedman and firefighter James Gersbeck. I have an update. James Gersbeck has been released from the hospital. He is recuperating at home. Now, as for Robert Weedman on the left, this is what I'm told. He is progressing as well as can be expected. He has had 4 surgeries so far, including 3 skin grafts. His spirits are good. He is still not out of the woods. The greatest threat to him now is infection. He is going to get grafted again on Friday. That's today, and will be receiving dozens more in the upcoming weeks. Now,
that's got to be so painful.
To support these men, to support their families, a fund has been set up by the men of Rescue Company Rescue 2 of the FDNY. You see it right there. You can make the checks payable to Rescue Company 2 FDNY. The address is P.O. Box 95, Sayville, New York 11782. And you can go online, fdnyrescue2.org. Do me a favor on the website, double check who you make the checks payable out to. I'm not sure if it's Rescue Company 2 or just Rescue 2, but check it out. The families need the support.
Yeah, people don't realize if you ever got a small burn on your finger, it hurts pretty bad. But imagine these heroes here with 40% of their body in third-degree burns.
More than 50% for firefighter Weidman.
And that's third-degree means right through the skin. You know, my sympathy goes out to the firefighters out there. They were going into that building because they felt as though people were in there. They were going to save people. And God bless the firemen and the cops out there and all these law enforcement. And people don't realize until a tragic thing occurs, you know, what they do. And everyone can say what they want about the firemen and the policemen. They really are first line and the heroes out there.
Bo Dietl, it's almost like you've taken a vow of niceness in
Well,
2012.
I'm very excited about our new Cardinal.
He's going to be coming. In fact, you need to get off the couch soon.
I'll jump off as soon as he gets here.
Great.
But let me tell you,
Thank you.
I met him a couple of times up in Rayos with Ken Langone, one of the nicest people I've ever met.
You took this holy man to Rayos?
No, I didn't take Ken Langone did.
Any gunshots start flying?
But let me tell you something.
Hey.
One of the nicest people you're ever going to meet, and he's great for I'm a Catholic, and he's great for our religion.
Has he sung with the jukebox songs?
I didn't hear him say. He was singing. No, he was singing on his way out, but he was quite a gentleman, and I'm very honored that I was able to meet him before he got cardinalized.
Cardinalized. I love
That's the Bo we know and love.
Just teasing about Rayos. Great joint, I understand. Thank you very much. Well, you're there, every Wednesday night?
Notice he's never asked us.
Every Thursday night.
He's never asked us
I've
to go.
invited him.
He
but,
has, actually,
Yeah, but I also, I have to get to I was at your restaurant. I got to get to that place on 52nd Street all the time.
Oh, thanks for trying to get
on
on
my good side. I don't want to talk about frescoes.
Listen, we got to go because the Cardinal designate is here.
Cardinal, you can come on now.
He's been cardinalized.
Okay. All right. Bo Dietl, thank you.
Thank you.
The Cardinal designate, Timothy Dolan, next.